Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome for the first time. It's Jay from the It's Lattice channel. Out here hunting rocks today. We're looking for petrified woods, agates, jasper, cool little calcite crystals. This is one of my favorite fall spots. It's usually really hot in the summer and there's a lot of rattlesnakes. So it's about 48 degrees right now. Perfect day for hounding. Let's get after it. I wanted to show you this giant petrified log as I'm walking in. It's just a section of a much bigger log. You can see it's pretty big. That's probably 120, 160 pounds, somewhere in that range. Nice defined growth rings still. Very cool. Well, let's go. Let's start on this drainage. Let's get after it. Bring you back in when we find some goodies. Well, I'm working my way up this steep drainage here. Rained recently. A lot of fresh erosion. I found a couple of pieces right here of some multicolored Jasper agate wood, it appears to be. Let's get in here and have a look at what this is. Let's see. Hard to catch the detail on that. Looks like a little green, a little orange mixed in. Pretty solid piece. Let's go ahead and spray this one down. Oh, this one's looking pretty cool. Multicolored jasper after wood. Let's see what this little guy is. Same deal, a piece of multicolored jasper agate after wood. Pretty neat stuff. Cool. I don't know if I'm going to keep either of them. I might keep this one. I'm going to spray it off a little more and look at how much it's cracked, what some of the other faces hold. In fact, why don't we just check this side out since it's mostly clean already. Some purple, light green, highly agatized. Little orange polka dots running through it all. I think I'm going to hold on to this one and then later we'll look at it and maybe high grade it out. But for now, that's a keeper. Looks like a cutter. Keep working up that way. Alright guys, I walked my way up this drainage. Pretty steep. Whole way up, finding little pieces of petrified wood of various hardnesses and colors and agatization. I think we just found my first round. I saw this one, looked like a pretty good round. As I was wiping that one off, I saw this sticking out of the ground. So let's see what we have here. Oh yeah, decent little round, nice little fortification banding in the top. Green on the outside. That's a keeper. Let's look around this area and see what else we can find. Cool. Thought this was pretty cool. I just came across this giant calcite cluster. See, compared to my hand. Some nice sharp bladed crystals on here too. Very cool. Here's another one. It's got some tall sharp crystals on it. Maybe not quite as lustrous and attractive. They're pretty nice. It's cool. Look at this thing. Wish I could just toss it down the truck. It's a cool porch rock. Let me sure it's from petrified wood too. Yeah, you can see on the back where it's sitting on top of wood. Awesome. Alright guys, we worked our way over the ash hills. Now we're on this side of the mountain. I call this the hard side. So the rock here is a lot harder with bigger agates, bigger jaspers. A lot of it seems to be associated with wood still. You can see the ground, there's tons of little pieces, but there's some nice big pieces around here. Like what's that right there? Looks like a partial round. That's definitely wood. Looks like it has agate in the top. Pretty cool. That's why I come over here to the hard side, because every once in a while you find a piece of sycamore. And see, not just a piece, I found beautiful rounds. Alright, I'm gonna keep trucking. I'm gonna go down into that drainage and across the little hill there and search down that whole line, the whole side of that hill. Let you know what we find. Just love it out here. There's a nice piece of agate. There's some white plume agates over here. That one doesn't look to be too heavily included. A few little plumes in there though. I'll leave that for you guys coming out. Get you some. Alright, down we go. Alright, so I've been walking around for a while now and haven't really found much. But I just saw this. We might have a round down here. Center screen right now. I wanted to show you this first. So I found nice sycamore on this hill. Here's a really well preserved piece. You can see the medullary rays and the growth rings. Very cool. Let's go ahead and see what this thing is. Sure looks like a round to me. It is definitely a round. But of what? It's completely capped off all the way around. You can see a hint of agate. Let's see if I can get the focus on the top. Sometimes these weird ones like this are the most interesting when they're cut. Unusual species from long ago. So even though that one's a little weird, I'm tempted to take the risk and carry it out. The weight versus reward risk. Next time I get the spray bottle out, I will wet this down and see if we can get any more details. Alright, let's keep looking. I've only ever found a couple of pieces of nice sycamore over here. But they were really nice. So I'm going to slow troll it. Zigzag back and forth up the hill, up and down. Just looking for those round shapes or those obvious pieces of wood. Beautiful day in Central O. Blue sky. Slight wind. It's gorgeous. Alright, let's keep on looking. Alright, I'm just up the hill from where I found that little round in the last clip. Check this out, mid-screen. Wow. It's a pretty good agate for this area. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. Big quartzy gray blue. Pretty cool though. Bet that'd be cool cut in half. It's right through the center. Basically just gray. It's pretty big for this area. That's a big old agate. Well, take that home and cut it in half. quartzy on that side. What I'm going to do is try to get a full banded face. Let's see if I can show you. If I cut it like right here, from this point to this point, it should show the full fortification around a nice quartzy face on one side and the inside of the other. Cool. Let's throw that in the bag. Keep on moving. Nice. Okay guys, I'm back on the ashy side of the hill. Volcanic ash. Before you get a lot of this petrified wood. A big old log laying here. Some agate in the top. Pretty big piece. And come down the hill. You can see this piece of moss agate wood. Really pretty greenish moss and patterns with some light blue agate in it. Right behind it is this big pile of pieces. And this one down here, still in the ground, has a big agate face, and it seems pretty agatized throughout. I'm really curious what that is. Might get the hammer out and try to dig it out, flip it over and see what else is there. But I picked this piece. Let me wet it down. Super ornate. Green. Nice and hard, so it's not showing much. See the pattern on that though. Really cool. I like this style a lot. Almost reminds me of a copper mineral, that deep green and the orange in there like that together. Alright, I'm going to spend some time digging around right here, see if I can find maybe one more piece to pack out of this material. If I find another cool one, I'll let you know. I'm at the bottom of one of these little washes in the whole hillside. It's just loaded with petrified wood. Nice hard wood, meaning that it's well preserved and not soft. It'll cut well. Kind of poking around for round pieces. Found a couple little ones. I saw something over here I wanted to dig up. That around? Nope, it's just a flat one. You can see it's all washing down from this side. Coming down the slope. Wow, it's so quiet out here, you can hear crow wings. Very cool. If I can say cool one more time, I'm going to give away a rock. A little overuse of that word. I apologize. Neat surface features in that. Kind of just walking up here to the source. Looks like it must be all coming out from this level and below because there's nothing above it. It just starts coming out in this yellow tan layer. I've noticed that a lot of times the petrified wood out here will be where the white and yellow meet. The ground is covered with it. So let's go down here and check out the piece I wanted to dig up. Settle around. Nope. It's not. Like the name suggests, rounds do roll. A lot of times I find them bottom of hills if they're not just weathering out. It's a pretty big piece of hardwood right here. But it was the one in front of it I wanted to check out. This thing. Oh, it is wood, but it's not what I'm after. You always gotta try to see about this piece above it. Oh, it's a big piece. Definitely wood. And another one. It's just one piece after another. But I don't see any I'm gonna take. I'll give it one more close look over and we'll move on to the next zone. We'll be back. Alright, I'm just about to leave the hardwood zone here. Found a cool piece of Sagenite wood. Occasionally when you're in these wood deposits like this, there's a lot of agate and other minerals around. You'll get some cool stuff like plume wood or Sagenite wood. This was the face that keyed me off to it being Sagenite. Let's see if we can get the focus. See the needle shapes? If you look closely at this corner, you can see a little bit of needles in there. And then there's one more good face over here. It's exposed. Center screen. I don't know if those are going to show up or not. It's definitely Sagenite wood. So we'll take this home and cut it in half. Looks like the needles all run long this way. Neat. Well, I'm about to wrap it up out here for the day. A few more minutes. I was coming up this hill. Saw this neat piece of green wood coming out of the bank. A little tiny round. This is a little tiny round. Little limb section. I saw this piece of petrified wood. I'm gonna give it a look. It's pretty neat. Get it to focus. It's got well-defined surface all the way around. It's kind of a complete limb. It's just got a, why does it keep doing that? Angled shape. Green and orange rust. I'll leave this one here today. Maybe another day. Maybe another person. Hopefully it's yours. Alright. A few more minutes of this. We're done. Alright, that's going to do it for today. Heading down to the truck. I did pick up one last piece. It's a piece of really agatized wood. It's filled with ornate patterns. It's not a round by any means, but it seems to be pretty whole and unfractured. You can see some moss agate in the top there. Interesting, almost plume features, that red stuff on the side. Not the orange, but the red. And then that orange, it's very interesting too. It looks like, almost like citrine quartz. I have a feeling this one's going to be a pretty good cutter. So it's probably the last one for the day, guys. Appreciate you coming out on my adventure. Subscribe if you want to see more. I think the next video that I do will be cutting some of the specimens from today and the last trip. So if you want to see the reveals, come check it out. All right, thanks for staying this long if you did.